Okay, we're gonna try a live here crop update from the field without the tripod. Just want to let you know what I'm seeing out here. You know, we've talked about last couple years about having increased corn on corn damage, especially if we get into 4 to 5 years. The rootworm population has been growing quite significantly. I was hoping maybe that would get knocked down, but I'm seeing it again this year. So here's what I'm seeing out here. This is a corn on corn field over by Maynard, and when we get in this field, the number one indicator right away when you walk into a field that I'm always looking for is this window pane feeding. So that's right there. That's where those beetles are scraping off the chlorophyll on the top. It's usually not going all the way through. They're just kind of skimming right along. Then the other thing we're looking for is, we see here the silk clipping. See where it's browned up from those beetles feeding on it. And then the other thing we're looking for when we're out here, and it's getting late enough that a lot of them have flown away, but there's one right there. Corn rootworm beetle. That's a western. Got the stripes down their back, and he's still eating some silks this morning. There's one in the background there. He's getting ready to eat some chlorophyll off those leaves. This little guy's still in here eating some silks. He's gone. So you can see him all over there. And the thing that we notice most of all, it's, you know, really easy just driving the road, is we see what we call goosenecking, and that is, you can see this corn has you know, goosenecked over, and then what it will do, which is pretty cool, you know, once it does gooseneck, stimulates another set of nodal roots there. Look at that. So it starts to brace itself up. That's why we call it the goosenecking, because then it'll right itself and grow straight up, which is pretty neat. So I've dug a few roots here. Now, this is the one thing that's kind of fun when we look at roots. Oftentimes we look at something like that and we'll say, wow, those roots they don't look bad at all. But that's just because they've been clipped and regrown. Sometimes they actually look better, you know, a nice big root mass. But, you know, once we get those washed off, that'll look totally different. You know, we'll be able to see the feeding at that point. So now is a good time to get out there and take a look at some of your corn on corn fields, especially those fields that are 3 to 5 years. We start seeing this accumulation of rootworm pressure. Best option there for sure is rotation. Without question, that's the best way to manage these corn rootworms, is just to rotate. It really solves the problem here. The second option would be a soil applied insecticide with the traded load. And then we also have a new product called SmartStax Pro, and that is a RNAi, RNA interference technology that has been very effective. Did a trial on it last year. Very happy with the root scores I saw. Was actually a hair better than SmartStax with insecticide. So pretty optimistic with what I'm seeing from that technology. So that is going to be available here for spring of 2023. So that would be an option too if we don't have insecticide capabilities on the planter, and we don't really have the capacity to rotate, which I understand can be that way sometime. So anyway, Nick Benson here from the field.